How are we feeling today, Knicks fans? Are you guys already looking forward to buying tickets for the Eastern Conference Finals? Hey, in Heat Nation, what about you? You already got past the #1 overall seed. You might as well keep it going against an old foe in New York. I'm just waiting for Tom Thibodeau to wind up hanging off Jimmy Butler's leg after a fight breaks out. Is it crazy to think that this may be one of the most intense playoff series we've ever seen? Guys, I'm here for it, and we'll be watching right along with you. Lots to cover before these teams face off, so get ready, because in today's video, we're going to break down some game footage between these two teams, and you'll want to stick around until the end, because I'll give you my prediction for who I think will win the series. Be sure to drop in the comments your prediction for who you think will win too, and no matter if you're a Knicks fan or a Heat fan or whatever, be sure to drop a like and hit subscribe. So naturally, when two teams meet up in the playoffs, one of the first things you ask yourself is who won when these teams played in the regular season? Well, the Knicks and Heat actually didn't play each other for the first time this year until February 2nd. Then they played 3 more times in March. And in those games, the teams were at full strength with pretty much all of their main guys playing, so there was no tanking or load management. The Knicks won 3 of those 4 games, but only by an average of 4 points. The game the Heat won was by 7 points, so on paper, these look like pretty evenly matched teams. Let's check out a few clips from their first matchup of the season to see if that'll shed any light as to what each team's game plan might be. In this game, the Knicks' Jalen Brunson didn't play, and this was also before the trade for Josh Hart. Otherwise, though, the team was at full strength. Evan Fournier even played 18 minutes. The Knicks ran their offense this game through RJ Barrett and Julius Randle, who both had big games in the Knicks' win. So here we go. Look just inside the three-point line. There's Jimmy Butler guarding Julius Randle. Lots of space for Randle to drive if he can get free. You see Jimmy go for the steal. He misses it, and he can't recover in time. Randle gets past him, hits the J at the top of the circle. Later in the game, Randle drives into 3 Heat players. There's going to be someone open here, and Randle is a good passer. Both Isaiah Hartenstein and Quentin Grimes are calling for the ball. You see him hit Grimes for an easy corner 3. Randle had 23, 10, and 6 in this game, but he has a tweaked ankle right now, which I think contributed to his poor play against the Cavaliers. He gets lots of defensive attention from the opposing team, so how will that injury impact the Knicks' game plan? And speaking of Knicks' game plan, how are they going to contain Jimmy Butler, who is playing more like Jimmy Jordan these playoffs? He had 35 in the 3rd game against the Knicks on March 22nd, and he helped Miami to a victory. Look at this play. He sets a screen for Gabe Vincent. Josh Hart comes up. Jimmy slips through the 2 defenders and has a wide open run to the hoop. Such a high basketball IQ for this guy. Later in the same game, Jalen Brunson is guarding him now. Bam Adebayo comes over to set a screen for Butler. Randle, he won't let him though. Doesn't matter. Jimmy says, I'm just going to do it myself. Fakes to his left, goes right, drives to the hoop for the lay-in, and to add insult to injury, taunts Brunson with the too small. And that's going to be one adjustment the Knicks will have to make in this series. Against the Cavs, the primary scorers were smaller than Brunson. Not the case this time. Jimmy Butler is bigger and stronger than Brunson. So if he gets switched onto him, it could be big trouble for Jalen. Okay, for this last breakdown, let's take a look at who I think will be the X factor in this matchup. Knicks fans, of course, are expecting RJ Barrett and Jalen Brunson to score some points, and Heat fans are expecting a battle inside between Bam Adebayo and Mitchell Robinson. But I think the bench will be very important in this series. Let's look at Emmanuel Quickley, aka Manny Quick. And I don't care what you guys say, we are making that nickname happen. Quickley had some really good games against the Heat this year. The last game against the Heat about a month ago, he had 24 points, 3 steals, and shot 40% from 3. If Manny Quick is able to do what he did in the regular season against the Heat, then the Knicks have a really good shot at winning this series. Here he is in the game I just mentioned. Heat miss and the tap-out rebound secured by Quickley, pushing the ball with 3 Heat defenders on him, The Heat love converging on the guy with the ball, if you haven't noticed. Amazing handle and body control by Quickly to score. And give him the N1 while we're at it. Later on, being defended by Duncan Robinson, Quickly drives to the hoop. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4 Heat defenders converge on him. Throws up the off-balance shot, and it falls with another and one. I love this kid. Let's look at one more from Manny Quick. Heat with the ball and 3 open Miami players behind the arc. Quickly sees that it is a mess under the hoop and the ball is going to be kicked out. So what does he do? Plays the passing lanes like a boss, and then like a flash, he's gone, gets the lay-in on the other end. So after seeing this, who do I think is going to win the series? Well, I am so glad you asked. No surprise, the key for the Knicks will be slowing down Jimmy Butler, defending him well, and keeping him off the free throw line. I expect Josh Hart and RJ Barrett to get heavy minutes there for that defensive assignment. Then for the Heat, they'll need Bam Adebayo, Kevin Love, and Cody Zeller to keep Mitchell Robinson and Isaiah Hartenstein off the offensive boards and limit second chance scoring opportunities. We've got 2 gritty, well-coached teams with lots to prove, and I think we can expect at least one 40-point game from Jimmy Butler. However, I see the Knicks' depth being just too much for the Heat to overcome. I think New York prevails in the end and wins in 7 games. Congrats, New York. Your prize will be an Eastern Conference Finals matchup against the Celtics or the Sixers. Good luck. Let me know who you got winning this series by commenting below, and while you're here, take a second to drop a like and subscribe to the channel. You guys have a great one. Manny Quick for life, and I'm out.